Hey, I just had to show up. I wanted to comment on this video. I don't know how to put in splices, and stuff yet. So the video was right back here. I was looking at the public offender. I like his shows. He unpacks his own misogyny and talks to men about it. I appreciate him doing that work. So today he was talking about there was a woman that came on. And I think his title was Women in Trump's America. That's what made me turn on it. And the story was about a young woman who had a miscarriage about 3 weeks ago. She went to the doctor, to the emergency room, and found out that her baby was deceased. And because of the nationwide well, it's not nationwide yet, but the abortion ban laws where she lives, the doctors wouldn't treat her because they needed to remove the baby. That's how strict the laws are. It doesn't matter apparently if the baby was already dead. If the doctor removes that baby, he could be jailed. So I mean, I don't know the specifics of the laws. Anyway, they wouldn't take the baby out. They needed to do a DNC. I think that's how they remove the fetus, and also how they clean the woman's womb of any kind of material that might infect her. Anyway, this woman is effectively walking around with her baby inside of her that is no longer alive. Like, let that sink in for a minute. It's like your body is a tomb. That just is so. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? That's cruel. It's cruel. It's humiliating. It's unhealthy. It's inhumane. Why would you do that? I bet they wouldn't do that to a dog, right? Like you see the dog is sick, so you be like, oh no, let's help the dog out. But this is deep. It's deep. But the interesting thing is that the woman, after she said all that, she said that she grew up as a pro-lifer, obviously, and she voted for Trump. And knowing about the nationwide abortion ban and all that kind of thing, she said that she and her parents went around to abortion clinics and protested abortion. And so, as she gave her commentary about that, well, no, about the laws, what she said was, these laws don't just affect those people over there who just having abortions, who just decide they want to have an abortion. It affects other people too. Like, I mean, but that's the thing about this election. It seems like a lot of the people that voted for Trump voted. It's not that they didn't know what was going to happen. It's just that they thought that it would happen to those people over there. That's deep. That's deep. So much negativity. This, like, a lot is coming to light. Like, I didn't know how uneducated the white population is. I happened to look up some statistics recently. And I think I just assumed, I think I was looking up something like um, maybe the high school graduate rates. I assumed it was going to be that Black people were going to have the highest like high school dropout rates. No, Actually, white people had the highest high school dropout rates. And then there was Hispanics behind them. Black people actually had the lowest high school dropout rates. It was like 34% for white people, 23% for black people, like 25% for Hispanics. I'm like, that's deep and definitely different from the narrative that you hear. But I know that they've been dumbing down the American population for some time. But I didn't know it was, I didn't know that they were dumbing down the white population like that. I just didn't know. It explains a lot, but woof, wow. I think that's it for what I want to say about it. Sad to watch. I mean, it's that F around and find out thing, right? I think one thing that's interesting about this moment is when things like that happen, it kind of makes you, it gives you the opportunity to see things from a different angle. Now, for her, she seemed to still have a perspective like, this is bad because it's happening to me. She, not that it was bad, just bad. Like if the other people end up having to walk around with deceased children inside of them, or having children that they don't want to have, somebody has violated them, or children are a huge responsibility. Getting pregnant is a lot. Carrying a child is hard on your body. And what's interesting to me is every time you have a pro-life somebody, they always also are against social programs. They want everybody to have children, even people who can't afford to have children. But then once the children get here, no health care, no food, we're not doing anything to try to help out. So she can be left in a dire situation. What it sounds like to me is it sounds like when they always talking about wanting to go back, it sounds like the thing is they want women to have to depend on men. They want every man to have a woman. It's that thing, every man to have a woman. And so, if you can make women, if you can use the humanity against them, basically. Saddle them with children, slow them down with children. I have seen that scenario and heard men talk about it a number of times. So this thing here is some nasty work. Nasty work. But, it's the manosphere. Everything we were hearing in the black manosphere, there you go right there. We can see it now. That's where they got that from. That's what they were talking about. So we know the people that's on board with this. Just, I say a lack of foresight, just selfish. But that's my viewpoint on it. So I just wanted to get on and share that